Woodman here with another exciting segment. Hope you enjoy this content. Spiritual intelligence is what I'd like to talk about today. It refers to the ability to understand, connect with, and transcend the deeper aspects of human existence. It encompasses a person's capacity to seek meaning, purpose, and direction in life beyond just the materialistic concerns. This form of intelligence involves exploration of a lot of existential questions, such as what is the nature of reality? What is the significance of suffering? And how do we pursue inner peace? Unlike conventional forms of intelligence, spiritual intelligence delves into the realm of the unseen and the intangible, and it focuses on personal growth, self awareness, and the development of virtues like empathy, compassion, as well as humility. The signs of spiritual intelligence often manifest in various ways, reflecting the spiritual development of an individual as well as their awareness. One key sign is an inclination towards introspection, as well as self reflection, where people often regularly engage in contemplative practices such as meditation or yoga or prayer or journaling or grounding or just taking time out in nature, right? As long as you can understand yourself and your place in the universe, these are things you ponder as you reflect on your spirituality. Spiritual beings have a sense of interconnectedness, and makes them as a whole maybe more compassionate and empathic in their outlook towards others, regardless of differences. Right? We're all in this together. The interconnectedness fosters a profound sense of belonging and purpose, transcending individual ego and also promoting harmony within oneself as well as the surrounding world. Remember, we are fragments of the Most High God, of the divine, which are going through a human experience. Individuals with spiritual intelligence also exhibit resilience in the face of adversity, drawing strength from spiritual beliefs and practices to navigate life's challenges with um, sort of like equanimity as well as grace. This resilience stems from a deep trust in the inherent goodness of the universe and a belief in the transformative power of adversity to catalyze personal growth and spiritual evolution. Right? To live is to struggle, but it doesn't always have to be bad times. But I'm just indicating that what would life be without the struggle? So, in this sense, we're more authentic, we're guided by inner wisdom, and we're aligned with higher principles and values. In other words, we don't necessarily judge things as, oh, that's totally bad. We look at the experience as a whole, like, what did we learn? Right? So, a person with a high level of spiritual intelligence will definitely, as I indicated, have that sense of self awareness, right? They have a deep understanding of their thoughts, of their emotions, their behaviors. Maybe they're very good at emotional regulation as well. They're conscious of their strengths, their weaknesses, their patterns of thought, and this allows them to navigate life with clarity and purpose. This may also allow them to detect when people are projecting onto them as well, if they're empathic, right? Which takes us to the next topic, empathy. They demonstrate empathy and compassion towards others, recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings, and that we're all in this together, and that we all came from the one source. So, spiritual people can definitely and intuitively understand and resonate with feelings and experiences of those around them. Doesn't mean it has to forgive them in the case of when they do bad actions, but just they're aware of them and they understand. Should also have a sense of gratitude for the blessings in one's life, regardless of circumstances, right? Spiritual people can appreciate the beauty of existence and find joy in the simple pleasures of everyday life, right? Even just a cold glass of water. In that moment, it can be enjoyed. What about humility? Well, obviously, we're not all perfect. There are imperfections everywhere. And spiritual people can recognize that wisdom can be found in diverse sources and experiences, and that we can learn well from our mistakes without having an ego about it. Acceptance, another part of it, is embracing uncertainties and impermanence, accepting the joys and challenges that come one's way. Um, Spiritual people are not resistant to change, but instead see it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. In other words, why live in the past? We're here in the present and look forward to the future. What about resilience? Well, spiritual individuals can be very resilient in the face of adversity, drawing strength from their inner resources and faith. They bounce back from setbacks with renewed determination and optimism. With God on your side, you know that there's a divine mystery. You know that everything has a purpose. And once you realize that, you don't have to be afraid, right? Spiritual people also have a strong sense of purpose and direction in life. They're guided by values, they're guided by beliefs. They feel called to contribute to the greater good and are committed to making a positive impact in the world, always trying to make the better of everything. Spiritual people also are very forgiving. They can practice forgiveness, releasing resentment and bitterness towards those who have wronged them. They understand that holding on to the grudges only weighs their soul down and their heart, and they choose to let it go for their own peace of mind. So we always say forgiveness is not for other people, it is for us. Spiritual people are also very mindful. The mindfulness in that they cultivate this every day in their daily lives, staying present in the moment and fully engaged in one's experiences. Spiritual people appreciate the richness of each moment and they savor the beauty of existence. Right? Before we go back to that great light and the beyond, we have a time here where we can experience things, we can go through things, and the experience is all that matters. The journey is all that matters. Spiritual people are also very connected to nature. They can feel the natural world. They can see it as a source of strength, a source of inspiration, a source of healing, a source of wisdom, and they will spend more time in nature and use that as a good opportunity to replenish one's soul. Spiritual people also are truth seekers. They seek truth and understanding, exploring the existential questions and philosophical inquiries of the world around them. They're open minded and curious. They're constantly seeking deeper insight and knowledge into the mysteries of life. We may not be able to know everything, but there's a certain sense of joy in discovering. And they can also be altruistic, although I don't want to focus on this as much, mainly because we always get this idea that, oh, if you're a good person, you're this, you're that, turn the other cheek. No, spiritual people don't necessarily turn the other cheek. They can have generosity. They can definitely want to help others. They can definitely want to give to others, and that's a beautiful thing because as we give to others, we make ourselves better in the long run. All of us collectively. I guess that's like the African concept of Ubuntu, right? But nonetheless, just keep in mind that just because you are altruistic and you want to help others, you're under no obligation to do so, right? Like in other words, in tarot, cups are used as a symbolism, right? A symbolism for love and compassion and kindness. And one thing they will always warn you about in tarot is never be that person who pours everyone else's cup first and then you have nothing left for yourself. It's important to fill your own cup as well. In other words, sometimes you can be just as good a person in that you focus on yourself, you focus on advancing, learning, growing in your own life's purpose. You don't necessarily have to be Mother Teresa. You don't necessarily have to go out and hand out soup and bread to the masses to necessarily be a really good spiritual person. It's all about doing no harm, of course, except if you're pushed, right? Obviously, if someone comes after you, it doesn't mean you have to, like I said, turn the other cheek or shirk down or back down. You have every right to defend yourself, however that may be, whether it be verbally, whether it be physically, because no one has a right to invade your personal space. No one has a right to put their hands on you. Obviously, if they put their hands on you, they're going to find some harsh lessons when you put your hands back on them. But nonetheless, spiritual people are not people who seek out trouble, right? In other words, they don't go around bullying people. They don't go around trying to exert their will on people, take advantage of people, steal from people, exploit people, harvest people, sacrifice people. Spiritual people get the big picture that it's all about being the best person you can be, and at the very least, if you cannot necessarily help others, that you do no harm and you focus on your own spiritual journey and your own spiritual advancement. And that raises the overall vibration and the overall general consciousness. So I hope this segment has been helpful to you. Once again, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Please promote the channel. I love you all. I hope you've enjoyed this segment. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care.